Hi everyone, this is a video review of the Transformers third-party Transform and Rollout TR02 Commander of Stars. And as you can see, here is the box for it. Nice picture of the figure, or as we know him, Cybertron or Galaxy Force Optimus Prime. Another picture, some info on the back, mostly words I can't understand. Another picture, the name, nothing here. So, that's it for the packaging. Let's open it up and see how cool it actually is. And here it is in his vehicle mode. Looks very much like Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode as we know him. He's got the giant cannons on top. He's known for having two of them. I think he joked in the Cybertron series with Scattershot when Scattershot said his disguise wasn't convincing because he had two giant cannons on top instead of one tall ladder like Fire Convoy or Robots in Disguise 2000 Optimus Prime. Yeah, look at this fire truck mode. Like the shape of the cab, the windows. Looks much more modern compared to that Fire Convoy Optimus Prime. As you can see, hides his fists better in the front. So, now to get him into his jet mode, what you want to do is, and MGO showed this when it was transforming it, you want to sort of pull these wings upward, then spread them out. Should, because you want this tab here to be released from the slot it was in here. Spread these wings out. I'm going to get this, rotate these until they're like jet wings, airplane wings. Now, I thought you could get these to go forward like the OG Optimus Prime toy, but no, you can't because it's too much red plastic here blocking it. So you have to get these over and up. Extend this over. Then do the same on the other side. And here it is in its jet mode. Unfortunately, you can't get these to flip out to the sides like the original toy did because the joint is in the middle. I'll show you what I mean when I transform him further. So yeah, can't really quite get this all on camera, so I will say that these wings do sort of wobble a bit. Makes me a bit nervous the ratchets will break, but it's probably, unfortunately, this is probably the least of the problems you may have with this figure. So, to transform him into his robot mode, first I have to, something I need to warn you about. There are these two tabs here that are supposed to go into the feet. You may have missed them when turning it into the robot mode. Don't forget to plug these back into the feet here, otherwise they might... I'm not sure if this broke while I was taking it out of the box, because it was kind of in pieces when I opened the box, so I'm not sure if this happened because I mistransformed it or came like that, but keep that in mind. You probably miss this when you transform it and try to transform it back on your own. So what you want to do, gently, hold this up. And this is the mass retail release version, so you notice there's no tabs on the feet here like you may have seen in other reviews before this one. You can just these up. Fold the feet up. I'm going to get this whole thing, crotch section down. Then, just like with the original leader class toy, you can put this up, and this will go up back with it. The hip skirts up, and just like the original, just get the everything about the transformation after this is like the original. It's really just the abdomen section that's different. You want to pull these shoulders up. These apart. For some reason, this other ratchet, the shoulder is much tighter than the other. So I'm just trying to get these up. I'm trying to get the waist skirts down. Or maybe I get this back down, it'll be easier. The same on the other side. That took too long. Right? Then you split the shoulders. Here. First you want to get the head out because these arms will collide with the head when you push them in. You notice I got the super mode faceplate out. You can actually swap this. This is probably looks better than just the faceplate up. This together. Get the arms in. You should push this all the way in. And this ratchet's really tight. I'm nervous about moving it, but afraid that might be a problem. I'm going to talk about another one once I get to these. Fingers, this back up. Legs. Yeah, this is about done. I'm just going to get this cleaned up, put it back on camera. Alright, here he is in his robot mode. This is a bit high. You can actually get this down and push it in. Yeah, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Comes with a gun. He's supposed to hold it, a tab in his hand. I'm not even going to attempt it right now, because the fingers, you may have heard this, but 3 of them broke off. Unfortunately, it seems to be a defect with the factory mold. I say this, this kind and caring human being, if you have the first run of this figure, do not move the fingers. They will fall off. I'm not even going to try it again because I'm afraid more fingers will fall off. Yeah, and I think the other problem people report is the shoulder ratchets could break. I'm going to try. So far I haven't had a problem with mine. Try to be gentle with this. I'm going to do this slowly so it doesn't break anything. My advice when dealing with the ratchets, find out how much pressure it takes to get the joints to click, and then slowly move it with that amount of pressure and no more. So far so good. I'm just trying not to break or wear out the ratchets. I'll take my time with this. It's unfortunate it has the finger problem. I mean, honestly, I was really excited to get this, and it's just really terrible. Oh, and you may have noticed that underneath one of the blue windows, there's some paint splotches. There. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. The head, I don't think you can tell it's not... It's a little sloppy, but I think it's still passable. Here's the other arm ratchet I was worried about. You can sort of get it. I think it's fine. That's probably as far as I'm comfortable with doing it on camera. And the arms are wobbly, but again, this is probably the least of your problems. If yours actually does have the shoulder issue, and I believe there's an upper, this silver part, hold on. Alright, the silver part can move, it's just very tight. Unfortunately not comfortable bending it on camera right now. So, you'd get a bit of a waist swivel. Legs can go out, of course. Let's see. Feels like they're on sort of friction, small ratchets. And another cool feature, individual moving hip waist skirt pieces. And you get some thigh movement here. I think it feels ratcheted. I don't know why it had to be ratcheted. Yeah, it's really feels like snapping. I don't know. I may skip some articulation I'm not comfortable with. But this, I think, neat. Leg looks like it can bend backwards. Go pivot right here. Yeah. So all in all, pretty much does everything you wanted to do. I'm just sort of disappointed with the way the fingers didn't fall off. Okay, now to get this. Now this just sort of turned into a sort of base thing. It's probably the worst sort of base thing an Optimus Prime figure has. But this is what you can do with it in his smaller robot mode. Again, you want to fold it back up like You're getting it back into its truck mode. This is my first time doing this. I think you do this with it. All right. Put the gun back in here, but about to move on to the super robot mode next. So, what I do next? Spread the wings out again. Remove the blue pieces. These wings out of the way. So then I'm going to flip the bigger feet out. And this should just click in here. Now remember these? Okay. The reason you can't flip these out is because the joint is on the inside. Unfortunately. I don't know. Like, I wasn't even aware it was designed this way until I got it. So, anyway. Put this in here. Take the wings. These down. You may notice there's some handles on here for the fingers. Probably never using them though. Right. And I can just put the gun back in this thing. And this is, yeah. Wings are ready. The trick to get this on is to pull the arms out. Then you want to get these things into these spaces in here, and these tabs into these slots in here on top. Now the trick here is you want these tabs to go into a hole up in this black piece here. And you should feel when it goes over. Or you can just, yeah, snap it over like that one. Oh, it looks like I just ended up snapping them over anyways, so. Yeah. And just like in the TV show, heads last, so. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a pretty quite impressive looking super mode. This is really cool. It's just just that I really hate these fingers. These suck. These are just like the Beam Saber figures on my MGEX Strike Freedom Gundam I got for Christmas last year. Really terrible and fall off really easily. Really terrible. So, let's see. Super mode head. As I said, it's a little sloppy here. You may notice this eye has some yellow paint spilling over. And there's a spot here on the mouth plate. That's probably no big deal, but I think it's really cool. Pretty much a sucker for Optimus Prime figures with big wings. Obviously, you like these guns on the side of his legs. They kind of act like thrusters when he's flying too. So yeah, really cool figure. Articulation does what I want. And because I'm a sucker for big figures with big giant wings. It's very accurate to the show. So yeah, great looking figure. And the only thing that's I may not like is these knees. I feel like no reviewer has talked about this before, but they're not accurate to the show. But other than that, it's a great looking figure. Now to get him transformed back. So I just snap these up, and you can just pull the arms out. Then it will slide out pretty easily. And then get the head down here. These hip skirts back into position. These out. I should also say that he does actually lean backwards, even with these things on the back. So probably not gonna display him for long, since he usually must be propped against something. Get these big feet flipped up. This down. Push this in. Oh, and also, hands in. I'm going to be very careful with these. Probably the thumb is the only part I'll ever move from now on. Oh, God. My God, these are terrible. Just gotta line things up. The windows back on the sides. Now, you may recall the first thing you did was slide the other stuff off of the main cab. I would actually do when turning it into the truck, put these in first, whereas you just sort of so you can see exactly where the tabs are going. Again, you want to fold these up. So notice, like the missiles on the back, it's really nice, show-accurate detail that we unfortunately didn't get with any of the official figures, but it's really cool on this one. Yeah, get this back on top. What you may want to do now is get these things into these holes here, and these tabs down here into these slots in here. Thank you. The wings back in. You may need to pull the backpack back out a little bit. To fold these wings in. Make sure everything's tabbed in here. So I'm not going to bother. Well, that's it for my review. This is, again, very nice futuristic fire truck mode. Really like the wings in jet mode and robot mode. Pretty much a big sucker for the wings. It's just really disappointing the fingers broke off. This could have been a masterpiece level figure otherwise. Now, I probably may get a second one just so I could replace the backpack with the tabs bent and fingers. And if yours doesn't have any problems, or if you don't move the fingers at all, it'll be a great figure. Please like my video, and if you subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. Bye.